Hello, everybody. This is Glory, and welcome all of you to Alpha Boom. Today's topic is on Bhairava, and today I'll be speaking about Bhairava being the absolute controller of your identity and his role in approaching Kali. So, Bhairava, as you all know, is that fierce aspect of Shiva who has sprouted out of Shiva's third eye, and as you all must be aware that Shiva is the only deity who can drink the generational poisons and does the Samudra Manthana for your bloodline. And this is where in Tantra is the domain of Bhairava. Your physical body, the Sthula Sharira, is an absolute reminder of generational DNA transfer that has been done by your ancestors. I mean, look at your eyes, look at your skin, look at your hair. You must be able to tell that you have all over your body traces of your ancestors and DNA transfer, and everything is earned. Your hairs, your eyes, the way you move, the lips you speak with, everything is transferred and earned by the ancestors. So are your traumas, and so are your fears, insecurity, your lack mindset, your lack of self-confidence, etc. Even that is earned. Now this creates these acquired traumas of our ancestors creates what is called a crisis in your idea about your identity. What you think you are is a mixed bag of what your ancestors' fears were, traumas were, lack mindset were. And that, in order to correct that and get you out of that sort of identity crisis, is where the role of Bhairava is affixed in Tantra. And Bhairava comes to drink these poisons of your bloodline and make you a sovereign being. And when I say that, all I mean is that is also going to be an absolute control of your body, of your physical body. For example, when you buy a piece of land, do you not investigate the owner of the land, the type of the soil, and many such know-hows of the land that you'll be buying to build your house? Why is it that we don't sit and ponder enough about our traumas, the insecurities, the fears that have been acquired of the physical body? That is the most prominent part of acquired generational resources that we carry into our births. Once you break down these generational passed down traumas, fears, insecurities, will you be able to lead an identity which is completely sovereign, and then can you be taken into the energy of Kali? And Bhairava, what is Bhairava? Bhairava is absolute containment of energy that does not leaks. People can't mirror what doesn't reflects, and that is a quintessential role of Bhairava, to make you an absolute void. Most people feed on reflections. Bhairava end access by ending reactions. Bhairava is as neurological work as spiritual. Most weak people, so unfortunately assumed to be strong, survive by reflections, not strength. They scan you, they mirror you, and they feed on your reactions. Most people don't actually see you. They see where you are unstable so that they can manipulate you at those points. Now, Tantra has a word for this. In Tantra, we call this pratibimba, which means reflection. Where there is movement, there is reflection. Where there is reaction, there is access. Most people unknowingly become mirrors. This is where manipulation works. Now, Bhairava is the work of Bhairava is not to detach you from reactions or make you emotionally extremely detached from everybody. No, that is not what I'm trying to say. But what he makes you in the process of working on your nervous system is zero emotional broadcast. You contain your emotions so well that you do not feel the need to share it, overshare it. There is no need, absolutely zero need to share your emotion. Zero reactive signal. You don't react. When you have worked on a certain trauma, your reactions, you realize this is a part which I have worked on consciously, and I will not signal a reactive emotion around it now. Zero identity leakage. You become so self-aware, solidly so, that you do not have the need to, get triggered when one of your fears is being projected upon you. So one becomes absolutely non-reflective. A mirror reflects light. A black hole absorbs everything. Now, Bhairava is not a mirror. It is a psychological void. It makes you a complete psychological void. You give zero reaction. It is where people scan you and find nothing. Their projections collapse then and there. At this point, people are met with shunyata, zero reaction. Mirroring fails. Narratives have no stance. Control dissolves, and they can't attack you anymore. This is an attained Bhairava state. And any narcissists around you used to projecting and manipulating now is the point is where they withdraw. Now, and how does a attained Bhairava state consciousness looks like? It looks like someone who does not confront. It looks like someone who isn't triggered and starts explaining their stand, is someone who does not justify each and everything. Bhairava withdraws the observer effect. So every single, now how do you reach there? In your everyday sadhana, when you pick up one Bhairava mantra, when you pick up any Bhairava mantra, and one particular trauma or fear or lack of self-confidence which has, and recognize which grandmother or grandfather has passed it on to you. And even if you don't remember, just put it in your thought. This acquired trauma, this acquired lack of self-confidence, I allow Bhairava to drink, and do 11 malas or whatever your sankalpa is. Do it, and every time you complete the mala, please visualize that this fear has been, this particular aspect, psychological aspect, I'm allowing Bhairava to drink it and make me fully aware when this is again projected on me. And then you reach a state of where you no longer seek safety outside. You are electrically aware. You're psychologically or extremely sovereign now, and your fear dissolves on its own. Thereby, once you work upon Bhairava, that is Bhairava giving you back your absolute identity. Thank you.